Wahoo! It's AC 28. Spoiler log, he's sanity. These runners have had as much time as they needed to look over the spoiler log and kind of route out their seed, and then from there, just, you know, make a plan and then play it. So we should see nothing but perfection, right, Gilgamesh?
I mean, I can only assume. Like, if you know where every item is, you should play flawlessly.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, somebody messed up already by starting in the wrong spot.
Why would you ever start at Link's house and get $20? I was watching the beginning of... we got Smirk, JD on the right, or on the left, and Carrotfoot on the right. At the beginning, I believe I heard him saying that he just, like, did a 15-minute look over at this and then started. Instead of having, like, tons of time to plan it. Because usually 50 minutes is about all you really need.
Well, it depends on how adept you are, I think.
Yeah.
If you're not familiar with the spoiler log, 15 minutes goes very fast.
Is it a key? I don't actually remember.
I don't think this is keys. I think this is just
it
open spoiler.
Okay.
I don't think so.
It's been so long. This was like before my apartment flooded, so you'll have to excuse
Yeah, I
me.
can say I think I read this like 2 weeks ago or something like that.
Alright. That makes a little bit more sense. I mean, it technically... No, it's not a key sync. What am I talking about?
I will say, yeah, I finished this faster than I would have expected if it was a key sanity, so I'm going to say it was probably not a key sanity.
Good idea. Good plan. Alright, so... We don't... I mean, I don't, because I didn't play this. Gilgamesh played the seed, right?
I did. I don't remember too much about it, but also, I remember a few choice nuggets. I won't spoil them.
Yeah. Well, we got a hookshot out of Saha. If you're wondering why, I was gonna capture Smirk's tracker for this, but I'm doing it myself. For some reason, Smirk has like just a bunch of random items already marked on theirs, which I don't know why. So, bit of a goof. But look at that, we're getting some bomb strats here in Mini Morn Cave.
I will say I did make the play to get that hook shot in Saha's hut before going to Mini Moldorm Cave, because I hate bomb Mini Moldorm Cave.
It's honestly not a bad choice, especially if you can hold off on going into Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Hookshot is just a really good early tool for taking out certain enemies and also just having some nice movement options. So it's not a bad idea. And yeah, if you had hookshot, you could have hookshot that big 20 that Mini Moldorm dropped. Ooh, there's gotta be careful around here. I will say I have never done a spoiler log, ever.
Wait, really? Oh, no.
Well, one crab.
You've only done pilot?
I've only done pilot spoiler. I've never done a solo spoiler log.
Interesting.
Seed.
Well, it's not great, so...
Well, okay.
I have my issues with spoiler log. I think, in theory, it's a fun mode. I think in practice, I find parsing the spoiler log not particularly enjoyable.
I just think for me, like, it just doesn't seem like a good mode for streaming, just because of the 15 minutes of me looking at a spoiler log.
Oh, absolutely not, yeah.
So that's why I don't touch it.
It's a lot out of what I like about Rando, which is, you know, the Rando part. And
the luck
being
factor.
able to, not necessarily the luck factor, but like having to make decisions on your feet and adapt to what you find, which I find the enjoyable part, and spoiler kind of removes that.
For sure. See, that's why I'm a big fan of the pilot spoiler, because you're still technically, you get the spoiler log right at the start of the race, and your pilot, your co-op partner, is looking over it and trying to tell you where to go. And it's definitely routing on the spot, for sure.
As the pilot for our team in League this year, I can tell you, yes, there's been a lot of frantic searching through spoiler logs at the first 5 minutes trying to figure out how to route things.
It's a really fun mode, but yeah, the first like 20 minutes are beyond stressful, just trying to make sure you get everything, and then the last 20 minutes are just like, oh well, there's a sword in Rando room if you want it. Nah. just throwing out random ideas. Moving on. All Alright, so far we got a hookshot, we got a sword, we got a bombos medallion, and we got a flute out of Ice Rock Cave.
Interesting that Kara did not get that hookshot yet, so I don't remember if there's anything important on the mountain, but, you know, Smirk's going to be able to go up the mountain and get over to Paradox and everything after activating this flute now, whereas Kara does not have that ability yet.
Just pop. You know, I kind of like just popping, just grabbing some bombs. It's not a bad idea.
Do you need them? So,
Ooh, nice
Kara got the full 10 from picking up that 50 in Sanctuary at the beginning and then buying them. Smirk opted not to do that because I believe Uncle had 3 bombs, so that's where Smirk got his initial ones.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of fun because, like, you know, even when 2 players have like even an equal amount of time looking at, how do you miss? That's a first.
That's not in the spoiler alert.
Having it's not in the spoiler. Having equal amounts of time to like plan this out, and you're still gonna get unique routes throughout most of it, or some of it, which is what's kind of fun and crazy about it. I guess I could switch over to 7-7 since I don't really feel like tracking keys and big keys. Can you blame me?
Probably don't need to do that.
Yeah, both runners chilling in Kakariko, picking up some loose ends. There's our Moon Pearl in the chicken hut.
That seems pretty good.
Seems kind of necessary. And we did just get the glove, right? That was in the back of Blindside. Okay.
Yeah.
So just a hammer or another glove away from that Darkwold access. Oh, this is interesting. Where is Kara off to? It's kind of funny because, like, they know what they're doing, but I don't.
But it seems... So, it's like, why are you doing this? This is ridiculous.
There's no reason to ever ask why you're doing something because it's ultimately going to lead to something useful. So this is setting up the water walk with the Moon Pearl in order to get something out of Ice Rock, or out of...
I remember what was in here, I think.
Is it more bombs? Oh,
that's what. Okay, yes, that's what I thought it was. So yeah, I mean that's you got the flute. That's as quick as it's ever going to be to grab that if you want to grab it.
I think if it's convenient, picking up the lamp is always a good call, especially because in a spoiler log you're going to tend to be a little bit lower on health and resources.
Yes.
So
yes, indeed.
But there's the Ice Rod. Okay.
Right, I forgot about that. Yes, that was funny.
I love it when both rods are like right next to each other. I think I had a seed yesterday where they were literally like in the exact same spot. And it just, I don't know, it always makes me laugh because they're 2 of a kind. Can't have one without the other. Oh, whoops. My Discord crashed and decided to restart. I love Discord.
Discord is so good.
I don't know why, but it seems to like to crash a lot now. That's kind of its new thing. It's a big fan of it.
Special feature.
It's good stuff. Are you back? You good?
I am back.
Okay,
yes.
Perfect. I saw the little green arrow before we started. I was like, I should probably click that. Because, like, I don't know. It's like, does it crash intentionally to force updates now? Is that just something that's programmed into it? It just seems like the case.
I have no clue.
Because it happens so dang often.
I heard if you subscribe to Nitro, it doesn't crash anymore.
Oh, okay. Then you can pay a little bit extra and you get a cool little like spinny, flashy icon on your mobile phone.
So we got a bow with the old man here. That's pretty good.
That's good. That plus lamp would let us go beat all of Eastern. Based on Kara's tracker, I guess we can already determine what our dungeon prizes are. So let me go ahead and update that for Smirk. Looks like we got pendants at Hera, Swamp, and Skull. And the nice thing. Ooh, nice hammer. Well, there's our Darkwold access. it's nice, especially in a spoiler log, just being like, all right, Ped's dead. All right, Pyramid Fairy's dead.
Yep.
You know, just left side swamp dead. Just rule out all those terrible spots that nobody wants to do.
So we got Dark World access with a bunch of options now.
Oh man, another sword. Nice safeties here in Paradox Cave.
We have a handful of clearable dungeons now.
It's so fun watching this because I'm thinking to myself like how a pilot spoiler would be doing this and how different it would feel.
Frantically.
It's like, all right, I got my hammer, I got my Darkhold axes. Now where do you want me to go? And you're like,
go to Eastern Palace. Okay. Wait, no, I forgot to tell you to get the Eastern Big Key. Don't go to Eastern Palace.
Yup. There was a pilot spoiler tourney a while back that me and In the Name of DT were teammates in. We ended up doing pretty stinking well. And I feel like the one time we made a huge mistake, our opponents also made an equally huge mistake, so it ended up working out.
Yeah, it's a hard mode. It takes, you know, the skill required to do that fast and intelligently is very difficult.
For sure.
Also, Kara is currently running on 0 bombs, 0 arrows here.
Might need to go stock up. Pop into Capwell and grab those 6 bombs.
That is one thing about spoilers. It's a lot harder to maintain your resources because you're not just opening every chest. So you have to be very careful about what you spend and what you pick up.
Because there's always the chests that are like 10 arrows, 3 bombs, 10 bombs, $20. And same goes for, you know, picking up a dozen or so heart pieces along the way and doubling your health. That's just not a thing. So any chance you can see a heart container on the way, like, and it's convenient, it's fun to determine, like, do I go for this or not? Do I think
Same
I
thing
can
with
manage?
like when you're in those 5-item caves and there's like a piece of heart or something like that, I'll usually just grab it just to see if you can maybe get 4 over the course of the seed.
Yeah. Get out of here, thief. Is Thieves Town gonna be our first dungeon we're gonna clear? Almost got
Hera didn't do... Oh, no. Okay. Hera did get that heart. Or Smirk got that heart also, I think, before going to Thieves.
Assuming Smirk Smirk got the bow as well. Just trying to make sure. Big key in the second chest. Easy peasy.
So far the routing has been pretty much the same. There's been, you know, a couple, you know, swapping order of things, but in general, everyone's been doing the same thing so far.
Now I just gotta wonder where the boots are, or if we'll ever see them.
Boots is the first thing you always check for, right? You just immediately Control F boots.
Yeah. Ooh, nice mirror. Boots. Well, I don't know. It's tough because like. I can't help, since I don't have any experience playing this mode, I can only talk about as a pilot spoiler. So it's always interesting at the beginning being like, giving my runner just stuff to do while I'm parsing information. So it's usually like, you know, I just go ahead and go to Uncle, grab those 2 items, and then by the time you're done with that, I can tell you if there's anything in Hyrule Castle and stuff like that.
Kind of what we've been doing with our start is like, we're just like, okay, start at Sanctuary, head towards Kakariko. I just do a quick scan of all the Kakariko stuff, tell them what to get there, and while they're collecting all that, then I can start checking for other things.
But yeah, boots, you know, medallion requirements, obviously dungeon prizes are good too.
Alright, good knowledge from Kara there, picking up those bombs.
Yeah! It's always good to see that info come into play. Kara is going to need to be a little careful in here down to 2 hearts. Already suffering 1 death from a crab. We're picking up a map.
It's one of the hardest chests to not accidentally pick up.
Yeah.
It's like that one blind cell. That muscle memory comes in and you're just like, oh, whoops.
Muscle memory definitely takes over several times. The second you zone out, you just fall back on what you're comfortable with, what you're used to.
Yeah, I had a situation. We were practicing co-op with one of my league teammates, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, 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 and then we started talking about like what our next, routing plans. Oh, well, at least Kara did get to bomb me.
Took off
The ceiling
side
there.
of scalp. Oh no.
Yeah. But yeah, we were just talking about next routing, and while we were talking about stuff, my brain shut off and was like, okay, I don't need to pay attention to these rooms. I know how to do these rooms, and I started.
Something.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, where was that?
I think it was. No, so I got the small key in the front of Thieves Town, and there was nothing in the big chest, so I didn't need to walk down the hallway to get the pot key.
Mm-hmm.
And I just zoned out and started walking down the hallway to get the pot key for no reason. I was like, oh, I literally just said I wasn't going to do this.
Yeah. All right, let's see this blind fight from Smirk. Full health, has sword beams. As long as you stay on script, should be a piece of cake. I know I've messed up this fight because of sword beams getting in the way, and like
I hate sword beams. They're my least favorite thing in the game. That's not actually true, but I actually don't like them. If you could toggle them off, I would.
Yeah. Dude, you just gotta take a little bit of damage, that's all.
I have done that before. I've intentionally taken damage to lose sword beams.
Whoa.
But good. Oh no!
Here. That is unfortunate.
Good fight on Smirk's side, though. It was a clean blind fight.
It's Kara's third death now, which, it's not an easy mode.
Would you consider putting this off? So we know from Smirk running through. Oh, I guess there's the shovel. Never mind. I was gonna say, if there was nothing else in here at this point, would you put this off for a little bit longer?
I would just forfeit. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm
well,
kidding.
Joking.
Yeah, if like I'm piloting someone and they're getting stuck on a boss, I'd be like, you know what? There's nothing here we need. Just come back later with some extra health. It's no biggie. We'll take the time. Because it's another thing where you have to like pump up your teammate because
right.
You don't want them to get discouraged or panic or start flubbing up other things because they're too busy. Their brain's too busy focusing on the mistakes that they made.
Right. Alright, so we're picking up that silver arrows, and we're headed to pod here.
Kara, I'd like to see some more usage of that hookshot to stun some of these enemies. This isn't that,
Have we seen the stun press? Oh, I guess we're about to see the stun press.
That full enemy drop randomizer where every enemy can have an item.
Oh, no.
Have you tried that yet?
No, I have not.
It's, yeah.
That's... Woo! How many checks is that?
It's like 4,000 or something.
Oh, okay. Someday. When I have a full day of nothing to do, maybe I'll give it a try.
Kara not grabbing the shovels, so I'm assuming it's not important then. Which makes sense since...
Smirk didn't check it either.
Yeah. So picking up blind cell item was just like I wonder what's in here.
Definitely never done that myself.
Alright. I believe in Kara, you can do it! Take down that blind. Another cool thing about Thieves Town especially is when you know certain things are not required, like being able to steal keys to skip sections of the dungeon is not a bad idea.
Oh boy.
Careful. More.
Thread the needle.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Spicy fight. Gets through it, no problem. Slight problem, but not a big enough problem. GG's. Like, if you have a pendant Thieves Town, and you just want to go... What was it? You just steal, like, the pot key upstairs, and then you go back down and just go to the big chest or blind cellar.
Yeah, if you don't even need to open the ceiling, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Well, let's see. You gonna get anything in pod, or is this just for dungeon clears? Because Smirk can do both pod and Eastern here.
Oh yeah, Smirk came down here, picked up the silvers, and then booked it over to Eastern Pod. That's what it was.
I think it's worth it. I believe I did the same, because these are, you know, pretty trivial to get these.
Yeah.
After Thieves
I
Town.
don't think it's a bad idea at all, because it just... Sometimes...
Gonna speed up that Vitreous fight, speed up the Ganon fight.
Sometimes it's nice to have that little bit of peace of mind, like, going into a boss fight knowing that you can just breeze through it with silvers.
Yeah, it makes Helma a little less... I mean, Helma on 6 hearts is not exactly free.
Yeah.
On
Take off the mask and just one-shot it.
Yep.
This, I believe, is also running on the new fast ROM, so...
Was it? I don't remember. I'll be honest with you.
I generated from the beta site, so yes.
I can't really tell that much.
I can't really either.
I did a fast ROM yesterday or the day before. I was doing a co-op, and like I noticed it in 1 or 2 spots, but other than that, like it didn't make much of a difference.
Yeah, I think in general it's not very noticeable until you like are in boss fights or you're using items that are specifically very laggy. Like
yes, doing the mimic rooms in GT was noticeably faster.
Kara, what were you doing on the way to Pod? You're like fighting murder dactyls,
trying out all her items,
bombing the Ropas. Make me nervous. So we didn't get any items out of this dungeon.
No, we just got our big key and we're heading to Helma.
You get distracted easily. Alright, that's fair. That is fair. These asyncs are not necessarily meant to be played with the intention of a competitive mindset. And you can play these any way you want. If you want to play, you could be like Locke and play yours at 4 in the morning when you're sleeping.
I mean, that's just what time Locke's awake.
That's true. Though I can't imagine Locke is super awake after like a long shuffler stream and then does some wacky like Hundoki sanity nonsense.
Nice fight for Smirk there.
Takes down Helma. Get some more moolah.
Alright, so I'm guessing there was nothing in here, so we're just probably gonna mirror and go do Eastern.
So I liked Kara's route a little bit better for this dungeon because Smirk went and got, I think it was a small key from the shooter room.
Yes.
But Kara skipped that to go get the 2 that were on the bow side. Unless in these next 2 chests. I know this is the big key.
Right. I think this basement one was also a small key.
I meant to go through the middle instead of mirroring after bow side. Oh, because you could have... Well, no, you couldn't have. You would have had to have gotten that first key to open up the front door. No, I think I like the bow side first. I think that was fine. I just know Smirk skipped to the bomb wall here. Oh, there was the mitts. We didn't see that at all.
I totally missed that. All right, well, that's pretty good.
That's even better that I was in a convenient spot, too.
I mean, we're just in... We just need some medallions.
Samaria?
And Samaria, and that's it. Potentially boots, depending on the Desert Palace key layout. Do we have medallion info here? I'm assuming they haven't marked.
On Smirk's side, it looks like it is Quake for Meyer and Bombos for TR.
Okay.
Smirk does have Bombos, so we do need Quake somewhere. If the markings are correct.
Oh, okay. I am remembering a thing I did from this scene now. As you say that, I mismarked my medallions.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
I mean, unless It's still hard to know because Smirk like has their tracker.
Quake is correct for Meyer. Yes, I am remembering now.
Okay.
Quake is correct for Meyer. It is not Ether.
It is not.
I can tell you where Ether is though, and I can tell you when I got it.
Did you have to go out of your way for it?
So it's in the front of Skullwoods. You didn't have to go too far out of your way for it, luckily.
But with
but let
Skullwoods
me tell you,
being independent, I wonder if there's anything else in there.
When I flew to Meyer and looked at it, I was like, oh, because I thought I was in go mode, and then I saw the medallion, and I had to frantically search for where Quake was.
Pull up the spoil log, hit that Control F. Wait. Whack. Whack. Ooh, careful, Kara, down to 2 hearts.
Yeah, Helma's dangerous.
I do like... Oh, the spin might be...
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're almost good. God, okay, we're fine. Aris was trying to make it exciting during the boss fights.
Clearly. I did like the switch to using the sword out hammers because it does kind of extend the hitbox a little bit and has a better chance of protecting you from walking into the mask or having Helmo step on you. But the sword release was scary. Ooh, tempered sword. Nice find. And yeah, I know if I'm going for silver kill on Helma, I tend to just wait until it does its 3 movements and then blast them. Just it's not as bad on fast round because like letting loose the silver arrow doesn't lag the fight tremendously.
All right, what are we picking up here? Checkerboard.
Just gonna be one of them there flipperless seats. Book.
A book.
Ugh. Okay.
Huh.
Well, Bombos or Ether is gonna have something. Here, what are you doing?
Just checking how to get past the Igors.
How do you do it? You did that to troll specifically? Well, good job. Alright, well, it's looking like Bombo's tablet's gonna have something.
Yeah.
Man, now I'm wondering if there was any way you could route... Well, no, routing K45 and Bombos is not convenient at all, so...
Not really,
This is probably the best time to do each of those.
Especially because he needed, the mitts to be able to get the book.
8? What? We haven't seen Bumberledge. I mean, because that's the thing, is you're not going to scout any locations in this in a spoiler seed.
I think that might have just been a safety on Smirk's part, because I don't remember that cape being required for anything. Off the top of my head.
Listen. You're spoiling everything, Gilgamesh. Stop.
I said maybe. I don't remember 100%. I could be wrong.
This was 3 weeks ago.
I'm happy to be proven wrong.
Well, we're in Ice Palace. This is a crystal dungeon. I'm gonna blast through this. You know, I bet we're gonna need boots for desert. Just throw it out there. Since
I think
otherwise we probably would have gone in there and done it.
Right.
Can't believe Gilgamesh is spoiling stuff on a spoiler stream. Oh,
I know.
Listen, it's a spoiler to me.
You should have just kept Ding Dong in here.
What if I already have? B. Aimless Ice Palace. Yeah, that is kind of stinky, but
yeah,
I gotta assume that there's something in here that might actually lead to Kane, or the classic Kane and Ice Palace. I feel like Icebreaker really destroyed the Ice Palace meta.
It does. I don't know. I kind of tend to go into Ice without Kane more than most people do, I think.
Same.
It doesn't necessarily always pay off, but if I have a clearable Ice Palace and, like, it's fully in logic everything.
Hmm.
And I don't have, I'm not gonna wait forever for the cane. If I still have a bunch of stuff to do, I might put it off, but I don't know. I can Ice Palace Bomb Jump just fine.
Hey, boots are not required for desert, so...
Well, that is interesting. So I wonder where Smirk opted not to do desert there. Maybe just because if desert has nothing, he's just gonna wait to combo with the Mire later.
Yeah.
When he does have boots, ideally.
I suppose that works. But now I'm starting to think that maybe... Oh, we'll see what Kara does next, because... Kara... I feel like you would have done checkerboard before going into the desert at this point. Because otherwise now you'd have to walk back, go to your portal, and then walk back up.
Unless Kara opts to not do checkerboard, because if that cape is not actually necessary.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it should be an easy fight with all the things you need to take down that flame levels quickly. Just don't miss. Yeah, this looks like just a straight clear through Ice Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Never guess what happens. Wow, where's those silvers, Kara? Nice fight, though.
Yeah, good to me.
Blue mail.
Ah, blue mail. Oh, actually, that might have been helpful for Smirk, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially on 1.5 hearts currently.
Uh-huh.
Does have the cape, though. Fire Rod, half magic, I mean... Still a little hairy here. I'd probably just throw on the cape and slash him, honestly.
Yeah. Surprised not to see the, like, locking them in the corner. Oh, gosh, that icicle.
Boy, that was very close.
Nice fight, though. Powers through. Gets the cane, okay.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Of course. Hey, it wasn't a Mire this time, at least, so can't be mad at me.
Wouldn't that be... That's almost better, though.
Well, yeah, in a spoiler log, that would be better. Okay, so we just need to find Quake at this point. And we have... Well, we didn't... just blue mail out of desert. And I guess we're... we got a beatable Turtle Rock, so that's probably where our progression's gonna be. Or Dark World. Dark East Death Mountain's a possibility as well.
Yeah, there's still a lot of stuff on the board. I mean, yeah, you probably wouldn't come up the mountain here unless there was something on the mountain, but, Smith Chain and all those other crappy decks are available too.
This is still a very scary amount of help to have, especially for Turtle Rock, where everything
hits you for 4 hearts.
Yep. But I don't think Smirk has taken a deck yet, so... Oh no! This room is so bad when you mess it up. Because it's just like, how does this work again? What is this concept
Slash them with the swords over and over and over again.
I used to mess it up all the time when I go to read the hint. And just, like, miss the timing. Oh my god, it was Bombos all along.
Well, how about that?
I do think picking up the blue mail and clearing desert was a really good call there from Kara.
Yeah, I kind of like that a little bit better, I think, because, with the hook shot, there's a couple straightaways in the back of desert that you're losing a little bit of time on not having the boots, but unless you're very, very confident in your cold stare fight, I don't hate the blue mail pickup there.
Having Tempered Sword, Fire Rod, and
half magic does make the cold stare fight a lot easier, to be fair, but yeah.
You all can't see it, but on Smirk stream it says no hints, please. Which is funny in a spoiler.
It is funny.
Oh, there's the cape! That's all Smirk wanted for. Just to use it to dodge the rollers. I will say, getting Book to getting Cape is not something I think most people would do in a spoiler.
No, that's pretty slow.
Like in a race setting, like that, getting that, like almost helped Kara get all that time back lost from the deaths in the overworld or in Thieves Town.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. If you really wanted a safety there, I think just clearing Desert was the better play.
Mm-hmm. Now, unless there's something, I mean, if there was something on Bumper Ledge, then we
would have gotten it before now. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's an Ice Palace done for Kara. Assume we're heading up the mountain for TR as well. At this point, we're just kind of watching both runners pretty much do the same thing.
As tends to be the case in spoiler log.
A part of me
especially
wants to,
non-T's.
For future ones of these, like set up a 3-person restream instead, just to add a little bit more.
Just throw everyone on there.
But I don't know. That almost gets a little too crazy.
You have to make a new layout and everything.
Yeah. Restream 99. Spoiler log battle royale. I was watching that F-Zero 99 last night. It looks kind of
I gotta give that a try. It looks fun. I haven't had a chance to give it a shot yet.
I've only ever played the Mario 35, which
Mario
I did
35 was great.
Enjoy, and I'm mad that they got rid of it.
I am mad that they got rid of that too. That was my favorite of the bunch of people playing a game subgenre that they've released.
I really hope they keep doing them, even going into Switch 2, because I think it's just a really cool concept. I also, for the sake of the fans, hope they actually make a real F-Zero.
That would be nice.
Here's hoping
for the
that
fans.
F-Zero 99 will boost that possibility if enough people play it. So everybody go get your Switch out. Go play it. It's... Oh, there's Quake. Alright, well, that's our go mode. Is it locked behind the expansion pass, or is it just default Switch Online?
As long as you have Switch Online, you can access it. You don't need the expansion.
Nice. Both runners in Turtle Rock. Smirk on the tail end of it. Still rocking the green mail. I believe Smirk picked up a potion at some point.
Yes. There was a bottle somewhere that he grabbed. I don't remember exactly where it was.
It's either a red or a green. I think it's a green.
Green, yeah.
Which is not particularly useful.
No, not at this point. Could always fill it with something else if he wants to.
Yeah.
Before heading back up to GT.
I'd more likely see that than the book to Bombo's death.
Yeah.
Drink the green, go get a blue or something. Nice hook shots there, Kara. I'm so bad at skipping those.
I am awful with the hook shot in this room.
Go up? Okay, well.
Yeah, that's more like how my room goes.
You know, maybe Cape was just for Laser Bridge.
Maybe.
For one key. You know, those laser skips are not easy to do without boots.
Yeah, that's true.
There are people that do, like, the stutter step. I've tried doing that, and it works.
I wish I could do that. It looks so cool when people just, like, walk right up there and dodge it, and I'm like, nope. I have to sit there for, like, 2 or 3 shots and time it.
Mm-hmm. It looks so badass when you do it. I think I've done it a couple times, but I don't bank on it.
Oh, we forgot to switch to Fire Rod.
That's okay.
Yeah, the ice head there was playing nice and didn't shoot any ice in between.
Look how fast this fight is on Fast Round.
Yeah, so I know this is the other thing, is that Trinex makes his grand reveal a bit faster on Fast Round.
I have not been able to consistently get the double spin. Oh, look at that. Yep.
Yeah, he just doesn't waste any time.
Nice. All right. Well, okay. The cape has been coming in pretty useful for Smurf, so.
Carrot got 1 heart here. A little dangerous.
You're going the wrong way. Oh, there's the boots.
Yep, there's the boots, all right. Let me tell you how thrilled I was when I opened the spoiler log, Control F to boots as my very first thing, and saw that.
Boots on Trinus. You're like, oh, well. Most people would just be like, yeah, I'm not playing this scene.
Yep, see you later. Next week I'll be back.
Speaking of next week, we do still have Async 29 is up for play-in. It's a map compass small key shuffle, so it's key sanity, but the big keys are not shuffled outside their dungeons. So here's hoping we get a 4 TR small key required dungeon. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. One can only hope.
So yeah, if you want to play that, go for it. You're gonna take a death here. Smart. I think it's a good call. Wonder where that powder is. It's probably in GT or a pendant dungeon.
All good stuff's probably in GT.
It's probably in Swamp. Went that way because the anti-fairies scared you and it felt safer. That's smart. It's not a bad idea. I always like to feel
more comfortable.
I always like to see when runners observe their situation and make the necessary precautions to ensure their safety and success. Like that instant change of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something as simple as pause buffering in a boss fight. There's not enough people that pause buffer.
No one does that. No one knows how to pause buffer.
You gotta pause buffer. I have survived so many fights I shouldn't have because I'm like pausing my way through every step. It works.
It does. I've seen quite a number of pause buffer like cold stairs or moss fights, and it definitely works.
It's like basically cheating, but
almost.
But not. You know, there's not... how many games out there these days where you can pause buffer through a boss fight? You think you can pause buffer through Dark Souls bosses?
No, Dark Souls doesn't even let you pause at all, those jerks.
Nice. Here gets the little buffer step. Oh, it looks so easy.
I wish I could do it.
Both runners on the same amount of hearts.
Yeah, this is actually gonna be pretty cool, because Sprook still has to do Desert, and Kara has already done that, so they'll be going into GT pretty closely, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good point. Which is kind of crazy to think about, just because of how nice spooky action.
Yeah, all the deaths that Kara took at Thieves Town. I mean, that's a pretty big chunk of time.
Mm-hmm. The crab death.
Mm-hmm.
The Thieves Town deaths, but... And I mean, the only thing we can really attribute it to it is...
Merc, please, you have silvers. What are we doing?
Is, getting the book and getting the cape. And, you know, maybe Smirk picking up a couple extra random chests here and there. But that doesn't really add up that much time.
Yeah, I mean, going out of the way, if I remember correctly, the bottle was on the map chest, so that's a little bit out of the way as well in Eastern Palace. Whoa, did you know you can get 25% off all your gift subs for the rest of the month?
Whoa! I did know that. But we still got today.
The month's almost over, people.
I know.
Get your gift subs in.
You know what's great? When you have September, which happens only once a year, and then your apartment floods, and
that doesn't
then you
sound
go
great at
on
all.
a vacation, and you miss 2+ weeks of that month.
Time for Subtober.
Subtober. It's okay. I can't complain. I had Delmathon went pretty well, so I'm not gonna sit here and whine about it. Just had to get new tires on your car. I went and so my car has issues with it dying a lot, and I had to get it jump started on Tuesday.
Is it just the battery?
It's just I don't use it like ever.
Oh, okay.
So today I went out and started the car, and I looked out and like my rear view tire is like looking really sad. So I'm like, all right, maybe on Monday I'm gonna go air up those tires and then stop it. I was gonna go do coffee shop today, but I think I'll do that then.
I actually gotta do that too. My car yells at me every time I turn it on. It's like, hey, your tire pressure's low. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'll get to it.
You gotta get all those tires to 100%. That's how you win. So I know the finish times for both these runners. It's hard
Are you
not to
perhaps surprised at where they are right now based on those finish times?
Yes, I am. When you're handpicking runners, it's hard not to know the finish times for them. And Smirk has definitely an advantage time-wise going into GT. And just look at all the time saved from using silvers on Lambos instead of
nice silvers fight.
Instead of fire run. It's that blue male. It is a blue spooky Pikachu ghost. Is Mimikyu like? Is just Mimikyu like a big fan of Pikachu? Is that why it kind of mimics its look?
Mimikyu is very shy, I think, so it tries to look like another Pokemon, and it just chose Pikachu? Maybe? I don't know. Some other Pokemon person will probably know the answer to this.
Is the thing it's hiding, is the Pokemon itself the spooky black orb that's underneath the tarp? Is the tarp not actually part of the Pokemon?
I believe that's the case.
Like, that's not, like, just a big bag of flesh that's shaped
I
like
hope
Pikachu,
not.
right?
Groupie Pikachu?
He wants to look cute, and if you see it, you die. Right.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh, Kara getting spooky action, too. Dang, am I the only one of the old...
No, you are not.
Am I the only one that doesn't spooky?
I set up spooky every time and forget to maintain it every time.
I've literally never tried once.
It's really not actually that hard. I just, because I've gone so long without doing it, I forget to use my boots before dropping the block, and I lose it.
Would you say it's literally free?
No, I wouldn't say it's literally free. I'd say it's figuratively free.
How do you figure?
I don't, because I don't do it.
There you go. There you have it. Alright, well that's the last crystal for Kara as Smirk is opening up GT. We do need to find a big key and a couple smalls.
By about a mountain climb now, which that's interesting.
So I'm just sitting here trying to predict what happens next.
I mean, I can imagine probably what it is, but we'll see.
Oh, $20. I mean, right now, anybody could go and look at the finish times for this if they check out the Brew Parade
It's true.
things. None of that is a surprise, but for the people like on YouTube that have no idea what's going on or who you people are, they don't have that information. Okay, just rushing straight to left side, going to rando room. I mean, my only anticipation is maybe like a climbing GT without a small key kind of situation or something.
I think perhaps just a Ganon death might be what happens.
Yeah, that might be it. Though, these resources, Ganon's gonna be real quick to get back to.
Or it could be an accidental fall. You never know, yeah.
Somebody kicks his console. You never know. Alright, rando room, what do you got? Okay.
Big key. Wow.
Wow.
Smirk, did you need another small key? Okay, good.
What if the small key's upstairs, though?
You know, I don't know that that's something I would ever remember to check for in the spoiler log.
Yeah.
Like, that wouldn't even be an option in my brain.
I should actually do a spoiler log sometime, like a 15-minute spoiler log.
Yeah, try it. I mean, it's pretty quick.
Just to see what it's like.
See what it feels like.
Yeah. Just so I can relate for the next time, because this is our second time we've done a spoiler log asyncs. And you know, people do enjoy these. It seems.
Next time we're doing spoiler cross keys.
No, I never want to do that. That sounds awful. For Async 30, we're jumping ahead. This Async was a little behind just because I had some IRL things going on, so I couldn't do this restream earlier. But right now, yeah, we have Async 29, which is the map compass small key shuffle, and then coming up next is going to be a Async 30, which tends to be the harder, longer seeds. Going to be doing some mystery entrance.
Oh, that's...
There's an incidental mirror out.
Yeah, that's rough.
Was he was trying to go to bombs, and he saw a blue circle and said, there it is! I have done that once in a tourney race before.
Also, I will say I am excited for mystery entrance shuffle. I do enjoy a good mystery entrance.
I think I'm gonna just enforce cross keys or crossed entrance.
Yes, please. Please,
and
that's the only
else,
good entrance. Yeah.
The only other good entrance is swap keys, but I don't think that's available with the setup that I use.
Oh, and Smirk on 1 heart here now, too. Okay.
Yeah, another, you know, bad death here. Good.
Those have the cape at least, so...
That's close. Yeah, just use cape all the way through this cannonball room while you go get a safety, for sure.
Just don't fear it this time.
I think in a tourney race, I was in the Dark Mire room, and I was switching to bombs to bomb the wall to hit the switch, and I mirrored out instead. I think I still won that race because my opponent forfeit for some reason.
Oh. Yeah, no, we had a situation like that in League last year where one of my teammates, I think it was Ambrosia Week or Swordless Week, one of the two, mirrored at the top of GT, and we lost that race.
Well, yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, and he still never hears the end of it.
I can imagine. It's been interesting watching the results so far, going into week 2, or like halfway through week 2. Week 2 is actually over. Can't confirm it was Soreless, it was not me, says Talon.
Well, there's...
Well, if it wasn't Gilgamesh, and if it wasn't
yeah,
Talon, I
wouldn't be caught dead playing Swordless, so...
I'm definitely feeling the FOMO of not joining League, but I'm also...
It's been fun!
Kind of glad, just because I don't know when I'd have time for it with all the Dumathon incentives I got.
I say it's been fun because we managed to salvage after starting 0-2, and then we're 2-2 now, but if we were 0-4, I'd be having less fun, but...
Yeah, if you're 0-4 going into week 2, that's or going into week 3, that's kind of rough.
Yeah, those two first games are real close, too, so... We'll see how things go.
I had said that I wasn't gonna like do any of the. I have like a Google spreadsheet where I track all the results. I said I wasn't gonna do it. I am doing it. I'm just not tracking the individual matches. I'm just tracking the general scores. Because if I don't do that, then I'm just not gonna care at all. And I want to care because I love League. The concept of it is so intriguing to me. But it's hard to care if you're not involved.
It's probably my favorite tournament of the year.
Okay, Kara past Lamola 2. Smirk up to the top. Just needs to grab a key here. Can't imagine there's any more safeties you would possibly need at this point, except for maybe like a free potion or another art container.
Yeah, I mean if it's right there, you'll get it, but otherwise, meh.
Meh. Just keep walking. I do love low percent situations are always really interesting to me as both a player and a viewer, because it definitely adjusts your playstyle. You have to play a lot safer But at the same time, it's like you're in a race for the most part, so you're still trying to.
Well,
like,
you're trying to weigh the difference between safety and speed. Obviously, dying is the least fast way to do things.
Yes.
So.
Alright, let's see this Agapoo fight. For the most part, it seemed like this seed was pretty nice. I mean, there wasn't really anything that was kind of... Maybe Kane on Cold Stare was about the worst of it, just because you couldn't do Icebreaker, but...
Boots on Trinex.
Yeah...
I like boots.
It's not... That does stink, but it's still not the worst thing.
No, it's not like it locked anything important, or
Yeah.
You didn't have to go up to TR and then go back down to. Well, you did, but not because of the boots specifically.
That is Dead Aga 2. And we're heading into the Ganon fight. 4.5 hearts, blue mail,
That's fine.
plenty of magic.
Don't get hugged.
Silvers. Just don't hug the pig. And you could probably tank maybe one fire bat.
Yeah, one fire bat. Well, one phase 1 and 2 fire bat. I think a phase 4 fire bat you can get 2 hits in there, but...
Oh yeah, and especially if you have that green potion, just get that cape out and get going.
Yeah, with half magic and silvers, I think you just cape up here and get it done.
Especially make up for missing the 1-in-1. It seemed like this Aga fight was also kind of rough, just not really giving you too many good positions.
They're making good use of them, though.
Yeah. Smirk heading into phase 4 soon. Air about to land on the pyramid. Just can't get hit by a bat. And
Like that. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling that was coming.
it's tough because you don't know when Ganon's gonna move or not.
I know,
You definitely want to stand close going into phase 4, because Ganon will sometimes just stand perfectly still and just attack you. That is unfortunate, but look how close this is now. This is crazy.
Wow!
Shame we don't have spoiler log week for League. Though we do have pilot spoiler.
We do have pilot, yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite the same.
Not as good.
I think I like pilot better than co-op reference.
I liked all the co-op modes.
I like co-op, but co-op reference is kind of a headache.
I liked co-op retrons. I thought it was fun. But me and JP and DT practiced it a ton, so... I still just love that last season I lost like all my 1v1s, but in the regular season, but won pretty much all of my co-op ones. I think I dropped one game in co-op. Lousy Spiral Cave. Alright.
Oh man, close.
Close, Kara. Just slightly in the lead, so this could easily come down to a double.
because remember, Smirk has different war patterns now because of the
because
death.
Oh wow, actually gets the double there, nice. That's an easy double right there.
And this could be a triple.
Dude. Oh, it's a really good pattern on the bottom. Wow. That unfortunate Ganon death.
Yeah.
Really swapped this over. But a very close finish between both runners. Wow, I wonder why I picked this one.
Wow, it's like 4 seconds or something.
Oh my god. I gotta put this over here. Good job, Kara. Good job, Smirk. Very fun. Oh god, we're fast forward now. Woo! Woo! Oh, it's making me sick. And there you have it. There's your spoiler log, Async 28.
Good job, everyone.
FPS. Yeah, it's a fun mode. It's a tough mode when you're working with less health. The game was actually nice in dropping that free blue mail. It didn't have to do that.
It did not.
It could have also put swords in jerk spots too. So you never know. Yeah, thank you again to both runners, Smirk and Kara, for letting me restream your runs. If you guys want to support both the runners as well as my co-com, Gilgamesh, who kind of just showed up and is also
did. It was like, Willard, I'm coming in there. You can't stop me.
Make some room. Get Ding Dong out of here. You can click their names in the title. Should pop up a little box so you can click follow if you're watching here on Twitch. And if you're watching on YouTube, I'll have links to all their Twitch channels in the comment section below. Gilgamesh, do you have any final words about this scene or about your experience of this random?
No, I was like, the seed wasn't that bad. I felt like it was pretty reasonable, and like, from what I remember, again, this was like 2 weeks ago. I just wish I'd mess up that the medallion mark, because I think I probably lost a minute or minute and a half on that.
Woods?
I want to say it was like Pot Prison or something like that.
Okay, that's not...
It's not too bad,
but still...
Between that and like having to leave the mire area after checking, it was, you know, wasted a little bit of time there, but...
I gotta wonder,
what are you
how
gonna
did
do?
you make that mistake?
Because I'm an idiot. That's how I mean.
I mean,
I really don't know. I was just like okay, yep, Bombos, Ether, we're good.
So, because, I mean, if you're looking at the spoiler log, it wouldn't mention Ether at all.
No, you're right, it wouldn't. So it's a real mystery, honestly.
How do you... You know, I bet if you took some letters from Quake and Ether...
I want to say what happened was, I think earlier in the day before I ran this, I calmed a spoiler log race for the spoiler tournament. Or for SG Live, and I think there was like a Ether medallion required in that one, so my brain just may have had some seed bleed or something like that.
They'll do it. Hey, it happens.
But, you know, what are you gonna do?
At least it wasn't like in like Swamp Palace or something.
Yeah, man, I might have forfeit if that was the case.
Because it's like, alright, I gotta find flippers. We have no idea what those are.
And luckily Quake was on the way anyway, so it's not like I had to go out of my way to get that either.
I do wonder... I do this without breaking stuff. Oh, I'm breaking stuff. I'm breaking stuff.
It's all broken.
Okay. I just wanted to load up the spoiler log and like just take a look where some of the items were. Where was the flippers? Hookshot Cave, bottom right. Okay.
No thanks.
What do you mean, no thanks? It's right there.
Don't need them.
It's easy. Where was powder? Catfish.
Probably cheap.
Okay, that was never.
Oh, yeah. No thanks.
Where's the last sword? Pyramid Fairy left. Alright. That was also never going to happen.
Funny game.
What else were we missing? Bug net?
The other armor upgrade?
No. Bullet bug net. Bug catching net. Hyrule Castle boomerang chest. We never went into Hyrule. So that was not going to happen. Armor? Is it armor or tunic upgrade? Progressive armor.
Progressive armor, yeah.
Desert boss and Spiral Cave. Okay. You know, you could have done Spiral Cave after Paradox if you wanted early armor.
If you wanted to, yeah.
I mean, the only downside would be having to do the bomb jump out of Paradox Cave.
Yeah. But if you already know that you have the one armor free on the way, it's like... doesn't seem that worth it. Especially without walking through Spiral Cave.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that.
That's great.
That's bad. Nobody wants to do that. Can of Burnout was in the top of Dark Maze in Pod.
They didn't even go back there.
I think that's all items we care about.
That's all the items.
Yeah. Alright. Well, neat. What a fun seat.
Yeah, it was a fun, breezy little seat there.
Yeah. I think the best time that someone posted was like a 54.
I think I had like a 53.
Even with the goof?
Yeah. I'm just that good. What can I say?
I don't trust you.
Wow.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. Your 53 was your best time. Even with the goof. Interesting.
Yep.
Then there was Locke with a 54-42.
I think Locke said he had some deaths in the chat.
with a 55. So, like, man, just imagine like a 4-player restream of this and having 4 people to watch and seeing how close some of these were. Then Shin with a 56. And then we had our 2 runners today at 58. Mid 58. And then we had a couple around the hour mark. So, nice little range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler ones tend to be relatively close. You know, you don't get too much difference. But...
I feel like the big ones, aside from making major goofs, are probably just deaths.
Yeah.
Probably just
deaths
bad
can
deaths.
be pretty rough.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, Gilgamesh, for hopping in.
Yeah. Well, you didn't have a choice. I had to come in.
That's true. You put me on the spot, and I was like,
I did. All right. Well, I'll bounce out of here now. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Get the heck out of here.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye. Chat, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one for some Map Compass Shuffle. Map Compass Small Key Shuffle. MCSS. And once again, thank you to Smirk and Kara. Make sure to go support them if you can, if you feel up to it, in any way you see fit. I'm going to be switching over. We're going to try our hand at another BugNet only mode. I put together a BugNet cross keys, and I hope it works this time. I didn't do starting BugNet, though. But fingers crossed. Alright, I'll be back in 2 shakes.